committing to the bit, I would define as going, 100% in, balls deep into a given concept, if you will. And again, like that can be in a comedic bit where we talk about how great seeing the Red Hot Chili Peppers live is.
Sorry,
that's okay.
I'm just gonna do it one else. My bad. It's good. It's all good. I'm just okay.
It can be as something as simple as talking about how awesome the Red Hot Chili Peppers are live for the 8th time.
Right.
Love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but no, that was just
that was funny because it's funny because so we're at Bonnaroo, and basically people were talking. Red Hot Chili Peppers is playing, and then we both realized that Red Hot Chili Peppers is at like almost every single one of these festivals. They're always around.
Yeah,
I've heard Red Hot Chili Peppers so many times. Yeah. Always at a festival.
Yeah, and they never disappoint. Like it's not like it's a bad show.
No, it's not.
But it's just
it ends up being them jamming for a while,
right?
Which honestly is like peak jamming.
It's the jamming of all jamming, But that being said, we had just seen them so many times, and it's always such a packed show. I think that's the key. It's like It's always such a packed show. Everybody's so hyped to see them, and maybe it's on us that we haven't like gone in there deep and been like front row listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers with that energy. But they were just there are other factors at play. We were a little bit tired and not really wanting to get into that hype crowd. But anyway,
I mean, people are running.
Yeah, people are literally running.
It's the Chili Peppers.
and so this bit we had going was like, oh my God, I can't believe we're missing the Red Hot Chili Peppers right now. Like, what are we gonna do with our lives?
We're missing the Chili Peppers.
Like, do you hear them in the distance right now? Do you know how fun that is over there right now? They're having so much fun without
so much more fun than we're having right now.
Exactly. And I think, in retrospect, we ended up staying. Okay, so this is what happened. I had to go to the bathroom, but we had been continuing this bit. So talk about commit. This is an example of committing.
As like a law, like we commit. Whatever the bit is, we commit fully.
And I would say out of the group, you and I commit to the bit the hardest.
For sure.
Right? Like, it's not a competition.
Yeah.
But I'm making it one.
No,
and,
it is.
It is a competition.
It is.
Who can commit harder?
Yeah.
And okay, let's unpack that, because I think, what is it about competition in general? Or like, what is it about a concept that makes it attractive to be competitive in? Do you know what I'm trying to say? What is like...
Say it again?
Like... What is it about a certain concept or behavior or system that makes you want to be competitive within that given system or hierarchy? Okay. And I think what it speaks to is a level of creativity, a level of there's something deep about the concept of committing to the bit.
For sure.
And because there's a deep, like we were talking about, there's a deep layer to it, I think you're sort of motivated to not necessarily be the best at it, but just take the concept to its extreme. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what you and I do in our personal and professional lives in general. So It's just another manifestation of that, really.
Yeah.
But anyway, coming back to the story. So, we're going back and forth, talking about that. And then I'm like, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to go to the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And so I just left.
Yeah. You said, you turned to me and you said, I'm going to go. I'm going to the Chili Peppers.
Yeah.
And I was like,
as serious as can be.
Turn around and you walk straight towards.
And mind you, like, this is a music festival. You can't find people once you walk away.
Once you lose people,
see you later.
They're gone.
Yeah.
Sea of...
And little did I know that you were going to go off by the time I came back, but I actually just went to the bathroom.
It was a while though.
Yeah, I was gone for a while.
It was gone, and I was like, wow,
he really left.
Sten really left. He went to the Chili Peppers. Like,
yeah,
he really. I mean, mad props, man.
Yeah,
he committed to the bit, left the group.
Yeah,
we were hanging out,
and I think this is where the commit to the bit really goes south, because I came back and you were gone, and there was no one to laugh about the bit with.
I know. And so 15, 20 minutes goes by, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to another show.
Yeah, you were inspired.
I was like, motherfucker committed to the bit. I mean, respect.
Yeah,
as he should have.
Right.
But that backfired a little bit.
So that's when you commit maybe a little too hard.
But I do think that, like, committing to whatever it is, the craft,
right.
the profession we're going to get into,
Yep.
what you're doing, you know, and to a degree, like as we get out of adolescence, as we get out of, you know, we're teenagers, we go
that is committing to the bit, right?
Yeah.
Is those stages of life that you're just accepting as, you know, certain parameters of like what makes you good in those bits, if you will, in those characters that you engage in throughout your life.
Sure.
You know, you're a different character than you were when you were in high school. You have your soul remains, but you kind of fit into these different models and boxes a little bit.
Yeah.
And I think committing to the bit is as actually a play on identity is really what it is.